Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna do Let's Paint. It's and I'm gonna tell you what I've been doing here. If you're not aware, this is Rowan. This is my trusty companion. She's pretty amazing. Hi Uday, I'm doing good. So I have a project I'm working on, and I'm making a sitting area outside. And so I'm making a cushion for it out of different types of filling and foam and everything. And so I wanted to make a kind of a handmade fabric for it. So what I did is I ordered canvas, and I have that here. It's not super thick, so I'm going to need to, this is you're stealing the show. No, we're not doing that. That's not happening. So I'm gonna put this underneath so that it doesn't bleed through. And I've decided that the pattern I want is sunflowers. So painting on fabric is just a little different because you really want to, there's a little less leniency for mistakes. So I've got my water here, paintbrush, my trusty lab, my lab partner, cheesy jokes, and fabric paint. So I'm going to, and in all honesty, I probably should have changed my shirt, but I did not. And I'm going to just have to be careful. And a rubber band to pull your hair back so you don't get paint in your hair, because that's a thing. And fabric paint, I don't know how that's going to wash out. Acrylic usually washes out pretty well. So throw hair up. That's important. Make sure you got something underneath so it doesn't bleed through. The paints came in this handy dandy little plastic container, so I'm actually going to use that to mix the paint. And I did steam it out, but the way it was folded, it's still folded into squares, which I like because I can kind of, there we go. That's much better. Okay, you can't see my face. Don't worry, I'm getting the hang of it. Okay, so if you can see, it's just kind of like barely there still where I can see the square. So I'm going to start right here with my first sunflower. And almost dumped the paint. That wouldn't have been great. Okay. So I want to just get a little bit of black in here, and that's just for the middles of the sunflowers. Okay, and I'm going to just start on my first one. So my first one's going to go here, and I just lay down a dot, a black dot. And I rinse out my brush, and I grab my towels. Luckily, I have, if you can see behind me, I've been painting today already, so I have like all my painting set up over there. I'm very lucky that Rowan is very chill and doesn't really mess with anything that's not hers. Smash out. Pull that off. Okay. Now I'm going to go with yellow. A little bit in the dish here. And the yellow, I'm actually going to mix with a little bit of white. Don't put the white down there. Why is it not working out? There we go. Okay, yay. The white started coming out. There we go. Oh, now I really really came out. Okay. And I'm going to just set that up there for now. Okay. So I got a little white and with yellow. I'm just going to take, the reason I'm using, okay, I should have showed you what brush I was using, but there's a reason for it. Okay, especially with sunflowers, I'm using the smaller one of, this one. I don't know if you can see. And for sunflowers, it comes out really good with that tip. If you just take it and you just start with the tip there, you want wider, and then lift up with the pressure. What's she doing with it? And it's totally okay if you notice like some of the black, oh, I don't know, there, that light. All right, I'm over it. There, okay, might be easier to show you now. Okay, and you can see there, it's kind of mixing in. So you'll have like, you don't necessarily want it to be just, you know, one color because flowers have a variation of colors in them. And honestly, I have been looking forward to this project for a hot second because I am very excited about getting my sitting area out there. I have a vertical garden that I've noticed I have little babies coming up in, which makes me very happy. And my snow peas or sugar peas, that's what they're. Those, they started as well. So now just wherever you want the petals. And that's one of the reasons I love art so much, is because you do not have to be perfect. Like a lot of it is about the beauty and the imperfection. And I am spreading this black like everywhere. Yellow there. What are you doing, my dear? Ah. Let's see. Comments, as you can see. Good sleepy day lately. Yeah, it's been a really good day. I've had a very, very good day. It's been a day painting, listening to music, talking with friends. It's been awesome. Oh, my dog has such personality. It's great. Are you having a fit right now? She makes every day better. Don't ya? Okay. And then for me, so far, this is what's going on here. I am going to add just a little bit of red to this yellow. And honestly, I really should not be pouring paints over the fabric. That is begging for something to go wrong. So trial and error, if you're doing this at home, you may want to have an area set aside to pour paints and do all that, just to give yourself a little wiggle room on on mistakes. Okay. Orange, a little yellow. Kind of wash out that orange a little bit. I want it like a real pale, and I'm not going to take it all the way up with it. I'm just going to kind of go from the middle a little bit. I just really like oranges, reds, pinks, colors, all colors, all the colors. Rinse off the brush. I'll get to comments here in just a second, guys. Let's see. And now what I'm doing is I'm just taking the tip up. Like I'm not swiping, I'm just taking the tip and like kind of just defining the petals a little bit. And that's a cool thing too with hand painted fabric, is each one of the flowers is going to be different. My art varies on how I feel, the music I'm listening to, what I'm doing, all sorts of factors. Oh, I like that. It's coming along great. Just great. Okay. Like I said, mistake waiting. It's just waiting to happen. I can tell already. So if you can see there, kind of what I've done. Now I'm going to kind of get the middle in there and everything. And so again, with the black, just kind of define the middle. And not fully black. Like you don't want a huge black spot. You just kind of want to dab it on there. Like that. And then as that dries, I'm actually more than likely going to put another layer of yellow and orange down. But as I go down, I'm going to pay attention to the squares, because I want to make sure that even though it's hand painted cloth, when I cut it and make it into the cushion, it still has some semblance of symmetry, if that makes sense. Because the flowers are all they may be similar, but they're all going to be a little different. But, you know, I'm going to be cutting the fabric and sewing it. So I want to really pay attention to, you know, things not being something that I'm not going to use because something's out of place on it. Symmetry is important. I am going to address some comments. I'm going to make sure I do not have any paint that's going to get on the fabric. Let's see. All right. Make sure I'm not laying down on anything. Okay. Let's see. What is my favorite color? All colors, all the colors. Hi, how are you today? I'm doing well. And this whole fabric, and this is actually a pretty large piece of fabric because this is a seating area. So I'm going to, and this is going to take forever for me. This is going to be days and days and days of fun. And it's something that I really enjoy doing. So I can turn up my music and just like zone out. I am not, I know what you're talking about and I want to do that, but I'm not sure how. And I don't know how to pronounce it. So I'm not even going to like attempt it right now. I'm going to have to look that up. Um, but thank you, Markio. You're right. Maddie, hi, how are you? How long have I had an interest in art? Forever. I have always loved drawing. I have loved painting. But for a long time, I felt that I didn't that I didn't understand that you just make it. You just do it. It's you learn as you go. It's not about perfection. And anybody who tells you any different, they're wrong. Art is about creating. And once I realized that and learned that I have this amazing ability to create and it's fun and enjoyable and yeah, so always but just recently have I really made it an integral part of my life. In other words, something that I do on a regular basis. And I love it. Absolutely love it. Let's see. Marky, I'm improving my English with VOA News English and watching you. That's wonderful. Hopefully my grammar is correct enough to give you a good background. Parthy, paints and lots of brushes. Yes, I have lots of paints, lots of brushes. The only issue I have is Amazon takes forever to deliver paint. So I'm like really low on my white right now. So I'm trying to like spread it around. I still have difficulty understanding Native Americans the more I get there. Oh, Q family. Hi, Sandy. How are you? So pretty much this is it. And if you follow me on Instagram or Patreon, I will be posting as I go on those as to how the project works out. And I want to take lots of pictures anyway. I think it's enjoyable to share things and share my life. So, of course, I will be posting pictures everywhere so you can follow along. Thank you, Kayak Excursions. Nice to see you on here. All right. So everybody, I'm going to get going and I will talk to you all later. Bye.